Here's my 2015 Ford F150 with 35-inch tires. And right before I bought them, Outside Magazine comes up with this article that says, why bigger tires might be the worst overlanding mod you can make. If done wrong, it definitely could be. So I'm going to break down that Outside Magazine article. I already could see issues with this guy's build. And then, no matter what you drive, this next part is going to be useful to you. I want to talk about mounting 35-inch tires on the Ford T3 platform. This runs from 2015 to present day. But like I said, it doesn't matter if you have a Honda, Subaru, or Toyota, or Chevy. This information should be useful. And the reason I want to make this video is because the information is out there, but it's all fragmented. You'll have a video on the requirements for 35-inch tires, which basically you just need to level the front 2 inches and you're set. Is it going to rub now? I'll answer that in this video. Will your MPGs plummet? Well, it depends, and I'll get into that in this video. Do you need to regear, especially if you have the 6R80 transmission, a 6-speed? I will answer that. I will give you my opinion. Just keep watching this video. So here it is, the infamous Outside Magazine article. Just bear with me for about a minute and a half and I'll get through this. But basically, he is saying that it is not worth it running 35-inch tires. They're going to adversely affect fuel efficiency, and most importantly, they affect brake stopping distance, almost doubling the braking distance. His overlanding rig is a second-gen Toyota Tundra with a 450-pound camper. The max payload on a second-gen Tundra is only about 1,500 to 1,800 pounds. So you have this rig that is already maxing out in its payload. It's getting close to its GVWR, gross vehicle weight rating. So when a platform is maxed out, adding 35-inch tires could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. He refers to his Tune M1 camper as lightweight, but the thing is anywhere from 450 to 550 pounds. Let's just call it 400 to be conservative. The camper that I'll be getting will be about 260 pounds. You know, it's kind of funny because this article, I'm sorry to be really critical of this article, he complains about how 35-inch tires ruins the on-road handling, it's less daily drivable, becomes less fuel efficient. Dude, homie, if you took off that camper, it would be night and day. Those tires, not so much. I don't know what this article is trying to prove. I'm sure he wasn't trying to be disingenuous, but dude, you got a freaking camper on that thing. Take that off and it will be night and day. But that's not it. I got more to say. The author of this article talks about rotational mass. So it's true. You want to lessen the amount of rotational mass in your wheel and tire. This is where you're going to want to save weight. If you care about driving dynamics, daily drivability, and all that. Because as you can see here, 35-inch tires gives you so much for overlanding and off-roading. The main thing is that you're going to get ground clearance from this. You're going to raise up your rear differential. That's really the only way to get clearance at your rear diff, is to run taller tires in a four-wheel drive body-on-frame. In my old Honda Passport that got wrecked, it had a 5-inch lift with 3-inch taller tires, and my rear diff went from 9 inches to 14.5 inches. Alright, so he says, what is the cost of a 35-inch tire? You're going to have 13% slower acceleration, which, yes, is true. Your gear ratio or crawl ratio is going to decrease. So that's kind of unavoidable unless you regear. But he does mention 14% worse fuel economy. Now we'll stop it right there, because taller tires could potentially increase your fuel efficiency on the highway. But that's not going to happen if you're going to choose some fat, heavy tires. Compared to my 35-inch tire, the author's choice is 9 pounds heavier. In fact, if you look at his new tire choice, his 33-inch Nokian tire plus wheel, it's the same as my 35-inch tire. and lightweight flow-formed wheel. So all this praise he's given this smaller tire, he might have better fuel efficiency because less RPMs at highway speeds and the same stopping distance. The only thing is there would be slower acceleration because now you're changing your revolutions per minute. But like I said, if you wanted to gain that back, you could regear. Regearing's expensive, about 3,000, 4,000, maybe even 5,000 bucks. I'm so glad that I don't have to. Okay, so we're done with that part. Let's get into part 2. My experience with these taller tires. There is already a spoiler alert. I did not have to regear. I improved my fuel efficiency. I think mainly because I also got a tire alignment with that, but it's just impressive to be getting over 20 mpg highway with a 6-speed transmission. If you're in the Southern California area, then you're going to be right next to Central Tire number 5, right by the Los Angeles airport. So technically it's in Hawthorne, I think, or maybe Inglewood, but as you can see, it's a decent neighborhood. Don't have graffiti on the walls or anything like that. And just want to give you guys like a tour because I know some of you are coming here. And just going to show you the little setup. What's up, Aldo? Just showing, you know, I'm gonna make a, definitely this is gonna, because I already released a build update on my F150, and there's gonna be part 2 to that. So just showing everyone the neighborhood. You guys are right by LAX, and just kind of, I told it's like quaint shop, but you guys are set up well. You got 2 lifts in the back right there, and I just told people just park right there, just to check out the situation because you might have some things going on in here. Just a disclaimer, I do not get stuff for free at Central Tire. I just love them. They're so fast. Alright, so just looking right here, I got about 250 pounds or 252 pounds in the rear. Those are the tires. So you can see the squat. I'm actually thinking when I put it in that 260 pound camper, this is what it's going to look like. So might actually not need probably do an add a leaf. It's not that bad. It's not sagging that bad, as you can see. All right, so here's Aldo carefully navigating to his lift.
Not terrible.
Not terrible?
Not terrible,
okay.
But
all right, Manny recommended it.
they look overheated. You can see like the different colors here. Like
they're all like,
oh, don't touch them, they're hot.
oh yeah. Thanks.
Like you can see the blue.
Yeah, Manny did not like that at all. He's like, yeah, these are pretty jacked. He recommended that those get swapped out.
Yep.
And then the brake fluid's black.
Been there a while.
What else do you do, Aldo? Do you regear?
I have regeared.
Not something you typically do.
It's not something I typically do. It's we're not really set up for that, really.
Yeah.
We mainly do suspensions, brakes, wheels and tires, you know, lifting, lowering, all the custom stuff. That's where we really.
And you also do overland mods, so like roof
overland
racks.
mods, yeah, roof racks and the bumpers, lights.
Cool.
Yeah.
How's the overlanding craze? Has that like kind of gave you a new like new business?
It has. It was really big during COVID, as everybody knows, but it kind of tapered off. But it's still going strong. Like there's still a lot of people out there that do the mods and go off-roading and stuff like that. But definitely went down a bit.
Yeah. Can you swap out the ball joint on this upper controller?
This one is replaceable. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so here is your consolidated information. First of all, to run a 35-inch tire, you will need to level your Ford F150 2 inches. You can achieve this by installing cheap lift blocks, or what I would recommend is installing the best bang for your buck upgrade, the Bilstein 6112. I did not get paid to say that. I spent my own money. It was $750 on Amazon. Then before you choose your tire, make sure to secure a good set of wheels, ones that are lightweight. You're either gonna find an 18-inch wheel or a 17-inch wheel. I made the mistake of purchasing a set of Raptor wheels on OfferUp. It's an application like Facebook Marketplace. I only paid $400, but come to find out that these 17-inch Raptor wheels are 34 pounds. That's way too heavy. But the Raptor wheels had something that I needed. 10 millimeters less offset. So according to the internet, in order to run 35-inch tires, you need at least to go from the stock 44 millimeter offset to 34. These Ryka wheels that I purchased have an 18 millimeter offset, so they're supposed to stick out more, but you'll see that the truck has an OEM looking stance. These are the Ryka Marauders, and they weigh in at 25.0 pounds. Compared to the Ford Raptor wheel and the Toyota Tundra TRD wheel that both weigh 34 pounds, this wheel is 9 pounds lighter. And so that guy from Outside Magazine, he would be really happy to be running one of these wheels. So the advice of running Raptor wheels is circulating the internet. It got me. It fooled me because I listened to that bad advice. Yeah, I mean, you could, if you want to run 35s, you could. It's just not going to be ideal. We're trying to make wise decisions here. In case you're new to the channel, I am a practical overlander. And that's exactly why I went with a 35 by 11.5-inch tire versus what people typically do and get a 35-inch by 12.5 or even 13.5-inch tire. The thing about wider tires is there's more material and it's going to be heavier. So with these Toyota Open Country AT3s, typically every inch wider, you're gaining about 4 pounds. Also, because these tires are 11.5 inches, they're able to clear the crash bar. So you can see how close it is. Not only is a 12.5-inch wide tire heavier, but it probably wouldn't clear. You would just have to unbolt this corner of the crash bar. Big shout out to Toyo Tires. They have given me a partial sponsorship. I told them about my unfortunate incident with my Honda getting totaled, and very grateful that they're helping with the new build. I really need the help. My last 3 sets in my Honda were the Toyota Open Country AT3. I really like this tire. It is such a great balance of on-road, off-road, and when pushed, it actually handles off-road pretty well. I used to have Falcon wall peaks, and I gave them the nickname Falcon slide peaks because when pushed hard, they would slide laterally. This is pretty well documented, and maybe it's one of the reasons why they went from the AT3W directly to the AT4W. But the tire's made of the same compound, so I'm not interested. Plus, the AT4W is so dang heavy. So that pretty much wraps up the requirements to run 35-inch tires. Does it rub when off-road? Not much, but in certain angles and on full compression, it rubs a little bit. I just got back from a trip to the Monachi Meadows, and the trails are real tight. There's a lot of sharp turns, climbs, descents, moderate rocks. So it's a good test to see if things are gonna rub. And I would say maybe 0.5% of the time I rubbed. But don't take my word for it. Here's a little clip. It's pretty steep, lots of undulations, ruts. Check it out. Listen in. It's pretty rocky now. Let's go this way.
Alright, cool.
Okay.
Are we gonna fit?
Yeah, it'll fit.
Just carry it.
I know, right? It's pretty. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, got it. We got it. Okay. All right. Yep, this is the section now. Look at Steve killing it.
Steve or Aiden?
Oh, Aiden. Aiden's killing it. Okay. All right, so go here. I think the rear tire is going to drop off, though. Pretty good.
Oh.
Steve is teaching him young.
Stuck in, yeah.
Hey, thanks for recording, Steve. Yeah, this is the section that I remember. Woo! Yeah. No.
Ask him if he wants a hitch ride.
So there you go. It will rub, but it's very infrequent. Now, circling back to tire width, there's an amazingly informational channel called Tinker's Adventure. He did a video on wide versus narrow, and with a number of tests, you know, he is a mechanical engineer and he's qualified to not only run these tests, but extrapolate the data and report back to us in a very accurate fashion. Basically, the narrow tire wins. He's not the only one that has come to this conclusion. A lot of the Australian overlanders run skinnies, not only for the off-road performance, but also because they're lighter, narrower, so that there's less wind drag on these spinning objects. Another channel I want to reference is 4X Overland. So sorry I forgot the guy's name, but I know it ends with St. Pierre, I believe. So here we go. He is talking about how when you go up in size, you have lower RPMs, which means a lower odometer reading and a lower speedometer reading. Unless you go in and correct things, your MPGs on the car's computer will show lower than actuality. So I'm going to show you a video clip of me getting 20 MPG. To let you all know, I just basically did a U-shaped route. So I went 91 west to the 605 south, and now I'm on the 405 south, which heads over southeast. And this truck just cut in front of me. This just happened. It's not the reason why I'm getting 19.9 MPG on my fuel efficiency computer. Oh, 20 now, but remember, this is off by 8.8%, so that's really like close to, it's like 21.7 or something like that, if I do the math just quickly in my head. Yep, so this is just cruising at, well, this truck just got in front of me. I was doing 60. On the odometer, I was doing like around close to 65, which means it's really like 68 or something. All right, everyone, I'm about to finish up my drive. This is Beach Boulevard. I got the next exit to get to work. 19.7 MPG. So yeah, highway's freaking awesome. I think it's time to do a wide open throttle pull, and let's see what we can do here. We'll just smash it real quick. Still pretty good. Good enough for me, man. Good enough for me. B8. Andrew St. Pierre, I think, is his name. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But he says that once you get up to highway speed, there is really no change in your fuel consumption. My FX4 F150 comes with 3.55 axles, which is considered a fuel saver axle. Because like I mentioned before, it's not rocket science. Less RPMs means less fuel consumption. After accounting for the tire circumference increase, it's like having an equivalent 3.35 axle, which is right at that fuel saver mark. It's beautiful. As long as I keep a lightweight build, everything should hold up. You may disagree, so that's what the comment section's for. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. You can even thumbs down it. You might just say you're an idiot. I don't agree with you. It helps the channel out. So thank you very much for watching. And I know you saw some beautiful footage of the Monachi Meadows. I haven't been there in 5 years, and I will make a dedicated video about it. There's a lot of changes, good changes, so stay tuned. Anyways, I hope you have fun on your adventures. All right, so here's a fun little clip right here. This is my coworker that said he loves his F-150. So after hearing about how much he loved it and how comfortable he thought it was, I bought one. And ours looked exactly the same when we bought them. His is a V6 though.